everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today HFK have asked me to do a review of the HC50. They haven't given me a script or anything they want me to say, so it's just my honest opinion. In this video I'll explain who HFK are, I'll show you what you get in the box, a full installation and setup, and then we'll head out to test it in real world conditions. If at the end of this review you decide you'd like to buy one of these, then HFK have kindly given me a discount code I can share with you. It's CBB20 and it'll give you 20% discount. Who are HFK? HFK have been around for over a decade and are one of the most influential and technically advanced brands in the motorcycle industry. They believe in the highest craftsmanship and the best quality products in an industry where standards can often fall short. This is a premium product, and with that comes a premium price. What I want to know is, do you get what you pay for? Well, it comes with all the standard features such as cameras and tyre pressure monitors, but this system also includes a built-in memory, so no extra cost for an SD card. It comes with either 128 gig or 256 gig. It also has GPS built in, but not only GPS, BDS. The cameras are not your standard ones, as they also have Starlight night vision. Split screen technology is also on the HC50, and it comes with a lockable quick release mounting bracket and a wireless controller. One of the great things about HFK is that you can buy everything individually, meaning you can tailor the package to your needs. I have here, I've got the main unit, I've got the cameras, I've got the tyre pressure monitoring system, and I've got the wireless remote. Let's lay it all out and see what's included in the boxes. First we've got the screen. HFK have done some serious testing on this screen, such as waterproof, it's IP69 water and dustproof rated, which is actually the highest rating available. Other companies are generally 67 or IP68, so this is the highest spec that you can get. They've also tested the durability by running it over with a car. Seems a bit extreme to me, but you never know, it might happen. Also, it's been drop tested from 5 meters. Finally, they vibration tested it. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't really want to do that to my iPhone, but this is fine, no problems at all. The screen is 5.7 inches and has 1200 nits with an anti-glare display. You can perform over-the-air updates, so no need to have it plugged in, and like I said before, it has both GPS and BDS. It also comes with a mounting bracket, quick release, which we'll have a look at later when we mount it to the bike. The cameras are 2K with a 140-degree angle and film at 30 frames per second. We've also got the wireless controller and the tyre pressure sensors. Installation's quite easy. What we're going to do first is take the quick release bracket and then the bracket that goes onto the bars and put those together. That's just 4 little screws goes into the back of that. Right, what I'm going to do is put the screws in here first, because I think that's going to be the easiest way. Four screws in there. And then you can just put that on the back and do them all up. You do need to use this key that comes with it because it's got a hole in the end like a safety device to stop people just pinching it and unscrewing it, so make sure you use that one, otherwise you won't be able to. They've got spring washers on the back to stop them coming undone. There we go, that's those tight. Now we can just slacken off this one, put it onto the bars and tighten that up. And then that's the quick release bracket in place. Need the bigger key for this. And that will open up, put that over the bars and do back up again. One thing I'm not overly keen on this bracket is that you haven't got a lot of adjustment with it. Although you can go up, down, left and right and turn it, you haven't got like when you get the double ball joint ones where you can come out at an angle and then come out where you want it to go. So on this bike, I would have liked to have had it up here, but because I can't put it on the side and then angle it where I want it, not going to work. I'm going to have it down here, which is okay, it'll do the job, but I would have preferred it up there. So HFK, if you're watching, a double ball joint bracket would be better for me. Anyway, we can put this on down here and it'll do the job. We'll just tighten this up onto the bars. Once you've mounted it to the bars, then you can just tighten up the one behind it and the one on top to stop it moving about. So that's just one down there and then this one on top here. There we go, that's that done. One of the key features with this is it's got a removable screen. So if you just press this little button, it's got a blanking plate in it at the moment, that just comes out. Then you've got your little connectors, and when you put that on, it'll connect in and it just clips in, just like that. So the quick release screen, all I've got to do is pop my little button on here, take the blanking plate off, take my screen, locate the bottom in first, and then job done. Solid. Excellent, that is good, I do like that. To take it off, one button, job done. But you can also lock it in place, you don't have to worry about it getting pinched. So once it's locked in there, you get a special tool that comes with it that you can clip to your keys. You just unscrew it, and then it's got the special locking tool, which you can just put in there, give it half a twist, that way, quarter of a twist, and then that locks the button so it's not removable then, so no one can pinch it. So it's up to you, you can leave it on or you can take it off. Little quarter turn the other way. Comes off nice and easy. Depends where you're leaving it as to what you're going to do, I suppose. We can put the cameras on next. The one with the short cable always goes to the front because it hasn't got so far to travel to the display unit. They've also got an up arrow on them, so you know which way it goes. The one with the long cable goes to the back because it's got a longer way to travel. Again, it's got an up arrow on it, so you can't go wrong. We're just going to put the mounting brackets on. They're easy enough to do. Little Allen key either side, and that'll just poke through there. There's like a little rubber O-ring around the camera so it won't slip, so that'll be nice and secure. Do that to both of them, and then it's just a case of plugging them in and screwing them onto that. This end then we'll just plug into the side of the display unit. Very simple. Tighten those down. That's that done. You get sticky pads with these just to stick them on wherever you want, so that's nice and easy again. Just do the same with the other one. So 2 seconds to do that, and then you get sticky pads that you can stick them on wherever you want with. Then we can just stick that on the front of the bike. Right there, I reckon. Make sure you got it the right way up. This one's just going to go on the back here. And these 3M sticky pads are really good, so they won't fall off, so you don't have to worry about that. Good, solid. You can then route the cable wherever you want. I'm going to put mine under the seat and then all the way to the front because it's got to go to the one that connects to the screen. Plenty of cable. We can now plug the splitter cable for the cameras into the main unit. So the easiest way to do that is to take it off, and then you can see where it needs to go. There's a little rubber cover there. If you can hold that out of the way, then you can give that a good shove in there. There you go, just like that. Then you can pop that back on, click it in place so it doesn't come off, and then route these wherever you want and connect up the cameras. When you plug this in, just make sure you're going to the right one. On this little connector here is an F and an R, so front and rear. So front one goes to that one, and then the rear obviously goes to the other. Push it in, screw it up, job done. Same with the rear one, mine's coming up here. And then just screw up the connector, which is there. Once the camera's done, just cable tie these cables out the way wherever you want them, make them look pretty. And next we'll wire it up to the battery. To wire it up, you've got a red connector, same as the ones for the cameras, but the camera ones are orange. Plug that into the back of the base unit. So again, just give that a twist, locate it in, and then screw it up. And then you can connect these up to the battery. So you've got red with the inline fuse, goes to the positive of the battery. Black goes to the negative of the battery. And then you've got the switch live to turn it on and off with the ignition. I'm going to mount the wireless controller onto my mirror, so just 10mm spanner for me. Slacken that off, pull that out, put that on, put it back in again, job done. That goes through there, back through my other switch that I've got on there mounted. Do that up, get it in the right place, and then tighten it back up. No wires to mess with, so that's really good. Done. So let's turn it on and see what it's like. Activate the device. So it turns out when you first turn it on, you will have to connect it to the Wi-Fi to activate it, which I've now done. So let's see what happens next. This is the first screen that you get, which gives you a lot of information. You've got your speed, altitude, lat and long, compass. I assume that's a trip computer, so 0 miles, 0 hours. And then height, GPS, and air pressure. If you swipe along that way, gives you a different screen, which is like, again, a trip computer screen. So it'll tell you the total mileage, total time, and so on. And then if you swipe again, it gives you a slightly more basic screen. So if you don't want all the information, then you can just have a more basic one in front of you. Swipe across, takes you back to the beginning. So what we'll do now is hook up the wireless controller, link that to it, and we'll set the tyre pressure monitors on as well. To do that, just press the settings button, tap that button, and then press front wheel match, and then screw this onto the front wheel within a set time. With these, you get a little locking nut which you can put on first, and then you put this on, and then you can just tighten that back up to it. I don't like having these on because if I get stuck out on the trail with a puncture or something and I've forgotten to take the little tool with me, then I can't get it off, so I don't bother. I just put that on as it is. So you just screw that on. That will now be picked up by the display unit. It's telling me I've got 20 PSI. It's come up as red because I've been off-roading, so I've let the tyre pressures down, so I do need to pump that back up. It's actually a good reminder when you've been off-roading to pump your tyres up because it will give you a warning if they're too low. Do the same with the rear, and that's them done. There you go, it's telling me my rear tyre pressure is a bit low as well. The way to set it to what you want your tyre pressures to be is just hit setting up there, and then you can set them to what you want them to be, max and min. So you just change that, scroll to where you want it to be, at 20. There we go. So then it's now happy with both of those. To set the remote, we press that, start matching, and press both of these and hold at the same time on the remote. Match successfully. Now I've done the tyre pressure monitoring system and the wireless controller, I will link it up to my phone so I get the AirPlay on it. Again, that's easy to do. If you press the CarPlay button, tap CarPlay, and then connect it to your Bluetooth on your phone. So that's just go into settings, Bluetooth. It will appear on your phone as a setting. There we go. Tap that. Pair. So now that will match my phone. It will mirror the screen, so all my messages and phone calls and everything can be done through this. Now on this screen, we've got maps, messages, phone calls, WhatsApp, Osmond Maps. So anything you want to do, you can just do it through this now. If you want, you can scroll across that way. Gives you your maps and like a multi-screen. And that one tells you the time and the weather. So to get back to the other screen if you want, HFK button, and that takes you back to there. Okay, let's head out on the road and try it. Here we go then, we're out on the road testing the HFK. It's a gloriously sunny day, so it's going to be a good test for the screen, see how good it is in bright sunlight. So far, actually, it looks really clear. What we'll do is head down the road, stop, program in the sat-nav and get it to take me somewhere. See if we can do it with gloves. So, HFK, get all my fancy display up. There is quite a lot going on there, to be fair. I think I would just have that screen on. I've got my speed, front and rear tyre pressures, which I haven't bumped up yet, still need to do, and the direction, and also then a trip computer as well, and it's recording on the front and rear cameras, so if anything happens I'm covered. Let's have a look at the camera. So to turn the cameras on, just press the camera button. That's my front camera. So I'll use the wireless controller for this. Press it once. That's now my rear camera and my front camera up in the corner. Press it again, that's just my rear camera. Press it again, front camera. And again, the picture quality on the screen is really, really good. Don't know if you can see how good that picture is, but it's excellent. Let's quickly program in the sat-nav. So if we go to CarPlay, we'll go to Maps. We will type in on the keypad Crimich. Proceed to the route. There we go. Excellent. Right, while we've stopped, let's try and phone the wife. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Phone the wife.
Calling the wife with WhatsApp.
So it comes up on the screen. You can do this while you're going along if you want to, without having to touch anything.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yeah, actually it's really good, crystal clear.
Oh, that's good.
Good, just tested the HFK. I'll be home in a bit.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. So that's how you make a phone call. Send a message. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Send a message to the wife.
What would you like to say to the wife?
HFK is working perfectly.
Here's what I heard. HFK is working perfectly. Would you like to change it or send it?
Send.
Done.
There we go, so you can make phone calls, send messages. Let's go through the pros and cons then. Let's do the cons first. The cons are, I think, the price. It is a lot of money for what it is. And while you can obviously tell it's really good quality, at the end of the day it does the same as all the others. I've tested quite a few different ones and they do all do the same thing, and they are a fraction of the price of this one. Although, like I say, the quality of this one, you can tell it is designed to last. And some of the tests they've done on this, I definitely wouldn't want to do on the other ones. The other con for me is the mounting bracket. I would like a different option because I would rather have it up here and not down here. It's okay down there, you'd get used to it after a while, but I would like it central and I can't have it central. So for me, I would just prefer a different option to mount it. I think that would be nice. The flip side to that then, the pros, are the exceptional quality of it. You can tell when you take it out of the packet, you know, it just feels quality. Also, it comes with a built-in memory card. You've got the removable screen. That's a nice feature, so you don't have to worry about it getting pinched. It's also compatible with BMW bikes, so if you've got a BMW bracket on your bike, I think this will plug straight onto it, and it'll read the data in real time, and you can also use the control wheel if you've got one of those. I'm not sure if that's on every model, but it certainly works with some of them, so that's a good feature. If you've got a couple of bikes, one's a BM, then you can just buy this and then put it straight onto the BM. Saves you buying another bracket or anything. Another thing I really like about this is it tells you the volts on your battery as well, so you can see if your battery's charging, your alternator's working. I think that's quite a nice little touch on it. The more I use this screen, the better I think it is. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it just seems clearer than all the others. There's like no glare on it or anything. It's just really good screen. Definitely my favourite screen. The question is, should you buy one? Well, if you want the ultimate premium and you're not fussed about the price, then yes, I would definitely buy one. It's something that's going to last you a long time. You don't have to worry about it getting wet or getting dropped or anything like that. It's just not going to break, it's going to be good. However, if you don't want to spend this much money on it, and I can understand that, then there are plenty of other alternatives out there which will do pretty much the same. At the end of the day, always buy the best you can afford. That's what they say, and I think that's a good motto to go by. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, you know what to do. Thanks for watching. See you next time.